Well, I've just taken delivery of a new e-bike from DYU Bikes, I think it's called. Yeah, DYU. So thanks to them for sending this out to me. It's an FF500. Right, we'll try and get some of this out. Not sure whether I can take this on holiday yet or not, or whether we'll just do this when I get back, but we'll start taking some of the bits and pieces out. It's all very nicely packaged. Right, we're nearly there, I think. We just have to get this bad boy in. There you go, done. Luckily it comes with all the tools you need. We're on charge at the moment. Oh, that's alright. It just says, I think, be careful you don't pinch the cables. Lock that off. Lift this up into there. And then just lock it like that. Well, managed to get in and we're ready to go on holiday. Right, we've finally got it running. I need to take you through some of the modes and things because I'm still trying to get used to it. But yeah, I've just taken it for its initial spin and it really does accelerate. So I'm cycling around the estate and I've come across the walled garden, which is really nice. I don't know if I said to you before, we're in the Balnagown Estate, which is owned by the Al-Fayed family of Harrods and Lady Diana fame and all the rest of it. And this is the wee, what do they call this?
Summer house?
The summer house. Show you in here, look. So if you're a guest here, you can just make yourself a wee cup of tea, chill out in here, it's lovely. And it's got a nice, there's a nice kind of pagoda over there where you can sit outside in the sun. And various tables and benches, and I think this is all the gardening and greenhouses up here. We'll go and have a look. I've done about 8k on it so far and it's been a lot of fun. The one thing that comes out of it is it's really comfortable. The second thing I would say is it's not just a normal e-bike in the sense that it's all related to pedalling only. This thing has its own throttle, which is on the handlebar here. So you can actually pedal this or not pedal it and actually ride around on electric power without pedaling. So it's kind of different in that respect from what I was going to say I've been used to, but I've only really used a couple of e-bikes and mostly on hire or just on a borrow basis for the day. But yeah, what a lot of fun, really comfortable. Surprisingly actually, although it's quite bulky and heavier, it felt it initially. On the trail and when you're manhandling it and pushing it around, the weight is all low down, so there's no hassle with that at all. It's got Shimano 7-speed gears on it, and it's a rear hub where the drive is on it. So you don't see like a bulky motor down here. The battery's housed in this part of the bike here and is detachable, which is good. So there's a key to take the battery out, which means I can charge it in the house or remove the battery from a safety point of view. It has a large, easy to read display on the front of the bike here. So you just literally press the M button in the middle. That'll power it up, as you'll see. And then you've got this large, it's really easy to read, it's very clear actually, it's good. With your speed, the amount of battery life you've got in it, which is obviously the most important, but as you can see I've done 9 kilometres. And you've got the ability to change the gearing on it from 0, which is no assist at all, up the way to 1, 2. These give you kind of maximum speed steps, so you can actually go up to about 20 miles per hour in position 3, which I've never needed right around the estate. I only ever use 2 or 1. It has these nice gel handlebars. It's almost like a leather with a pad of gel in it. So they've been very comfortable, no hassles with that at all. I did start wearing gloves on it initially yesterday, but it was so comfortable I thought, why bother? And it even comes with a dinky wee bell. This is quite an unusual looking saddle because you can actually pump it up for more pressure. There's a pump at the back underneath. You just press this to pump it up, and there's a release to let some of the air out of it. It's also, as you can see, very broad, so perfect for comfort again. The whole thing is designed around comfort and convenience. Pull that out and you can fold the pedal out the way for getting it into your car or vehicle or wherever you're storing it. I also really like the rack on it. This will take another 25 kilograms on the rack, so this has been excellent. You can just strap your baggage onto it, or a set of panniers, even like a drop over style, and just pop them on there. So I think I will definitely use this for a bit of bike packing, and also just the ability to take your pack in. If you were going in for a hill walk, you could just put your backpack out the way rather than having it on your back and making you sweaty basically. It has cable operated discs on the front and rear, plenty powerful. For the weight of the bike you can stop it pretty quick and this will lock up quite easily. Being mechanical, obviously it's a wee bit more reliable, you don't have to worry about fluids, etc. And it's a simple setup and a simple adjustment as well. The front brake as it's set up just now is just a wee bit spongy, so I think what I'll probably do is just adjust the cable length on there. You've also got a set of suspension forks on the front, and it comes with a lockout button on the right hand side, so you can lock them completely. You can see half the grass and stuff that I've caught you from yesterday. And it also has a preload button on this side as well, so you can adjust the rebound on the bike as well. Nice big fat tyres on it, and you run them at a maximum of 20 psi, so there's a lot of comfort in these in their own right. It's also a big footprint, so I noticed when I was on wet grass and just riding some of the wee muddy trails, it's really sure footed. You can see the Shimano drive set at the back here as well. I think it's Shimano Tourney, and the derailleur says that on there, but it's 7-speed, which is plenty. I actually find myself leaving it in the mid gears and just using the power from the battery. It's a single ring at the front, and that's all you really need for this bike, to be honest. That gives you the scope between the battery and your 7-speed rear cogs. It's absolutely fine for just about every scenario. The other great thing about this saddle is it also comes with a suspension seat post. So this gives as well, so you've got about 1 inch of travel as you move along. Again, just adding to the comfort of it. It just feels like a big cruiser. And the seat post can be adjusted really quickly because it's a quick release. Just pop that open, slide the tube up to whatever height you need. The front stem is also adjustable, so you just pop this open and you can adjust the height for whatever you need in terms of just a rider size. And right in the centre of the frame, the main joint here, it's very well constructed. The welding's really chunky on it. Everything looks well made actually. This is just like a safety release, and then pop that lever open and then you can just close the bike like a pair of scissors. And I did wonder what that was at first, but I think it's basically when you fold the bike you're able to sit the frame down on the ground without damaging it. One of the features I'm not so keen on is this tail light, which does not connect to the main battery. So it has its own battery compartment. You just have to replace those, I guess, in due course. You just switch it on via the wee button at the back. You can have a solid red light, or you can have a flashing red light. What would be really nice actually if it was linked up to the brake cable, so that it actually came on when you braked. That'd be quite a nice idea. So maybe something to look at in the future. On the front, it's got quite a nice wee light here, which I've not tried yet. You control it from the main controller up there on the handlebars, but it looks like an LED type, so it should be pretty powerful. But it is linked up to the main battery, unlike the tail light. But it's highly practical again, and good and useful if you were using it as a commuter. That everything's already included on the bike. You don't have to buy any spares or lights or whatever. And there you can see it's a 54.6 volt DC. Charge limit 4 amps, 14 amp hours, 672 watt hours. This estate just keeps on giving. We go another mile or so and we find another wee hidey hole and pagoda. So we're hoping to visit the castle gardens because Mrs. Al-Fayed is away out for the day for lunch at Torridon, and the security guys have told us we can nip in about half an hour to an hour and have a wee look around, which is really nice of them. They're really friendly guys actually, brilliant, the security guys. Right, so I've arrived at the Al-Fayed's castle. Just arrived at the observation tower. This looks quite a cool place. We've managed to find the archery. The target is over there, and we've got the kit. And Jan's away up the observation tower. Don't know how many flights have gone up so far, but I've still got a bit to go yet. I'm now at the top of the observatory tower, and there's a camera set up to look at the birds. The holiday programme. Right, we're now going to have an archery competition. The things you find on the estate. Is that yours? Which one's yours?
7.
So we're now at Loch Larac in the middle of the estate, and they include a rowing boat for you to use. You can see there's a family ahead of us, and there's a big pizza oven and shelter for cooking, so we're hoping to be in there tonight. We've bought all the ingredients, and we're hoping to get the stove going, or the oven going, later. And we might have to try a wee bit of fishing as well. So another loch, and this one's for paddle boarding and wild swimming. And they've got a nice wee sheltered area in here, plus all the safety kit in here, and your paddle boards all ready to go. Just been doing a wee bit of paddle boarding, but I'm sitting here and there's quite a lot of black flies, so I've put on this Nightcore repellent. It's the first time I've actually used it. I tried it briefly with midges in my tent, but actually the black flies seem to have disappeared. Just been out for a short run. I'm still using this KOLNPUT T3 Ultra watch, which has been great. It's not even been charged up once. I've had it for over a week. I've been running it. But yeah, I just recorded the run on Strava there. So yeah, we'll just chill out for a minute, do a 5-minute warm down. As you can see, they also have ospreys at this estate. And they have one just flying around here above the cycle track or the run track. Just to give you an idea of the acceleration, what happens is there's a slight delay. It just picks up after the first couple of strokes. So when I start off here, I started in the wrong gear unfortunately, there you go, right, so then it just picks up and away you go, easy. So I'm in gear 1 on the motor, and it takes you up to 15k almost instantly, 15 kilometers an hour, and it's no problem. So everybody, that's about 3 or 4 days I've now had the bike, and I've been running around the Balnagown Estate, which is the Al-Fayed family's estate up in the northeast of Scotland, and it's been fantastic. It's also been an ideal place just to run around on this bike and ride some of the bike trails and the gravel trails and the tarmac, explore the castle and just generally just muck around. But yeah, I'm loving the bike. I think it's really good actually. It's not a traditional electric mountain bike in the sense of just normal pedalling and a bit of assist. You've actually got the possibility to just run on power only, so you can treat it a bit like a motorbike. Some would say like a Just Eat driver. But actually, yeah, when you get it into pedal assist, put it into the right gearing, it just shoots along. It's got oodles of power when you need it. The torque in it is amazing. I think it's a 500 watt motor. I'll put it on screen if I've got that wrong, I'm not sure. But yeah, you absolutely blast along. I've got very little to criticise on it so far, to be honest. I have noticed that the chain I think the slap on it has broken the mudguard, just taking a chunk out of it here. That's probably from riding quite fast and the chain slapping about and banging against it. So there's a wee chunk has come out of it, but it's fine, I'll just leave it like that because the chain's obviously going to do that all the time. My main bugbear, just from a safety point of view, is the side stand. A couple of times I've forgotten to put the side stand up, and the motor will still cut in and you'll still be able to ride with the side stand down. And it's only when you touch down and the thing folds up, hopefully out the way, but it could catch you out. So it's something to watch out for. But overall, extremely comfortable. Really good fun, I have to say. Very plush. Just been riding it through some trails up there, which were quite rough and rocky. And the thing just bounces all over it like a big cruiser. Really nice, it handles really well. The one thing I would say is the forks being so upright over the front wheel, it turns in very quickly, so you've got to be a wee bit careful. It's not particularly lazy at the front, it's actually quite sharp from a handling point of view. But yeah, I haven't actually loaded it up on the racks yet, but I'm looking forward to touring on it and doing a wee bit of bike packing. But around about £1,000 to £1,100, I think it represents really good value. And obviously you're buying direct from their website or whatever rather through a dealer network, so you're saving money there. So I can see why it does represent such good value. But yeah, I'm loving it. Great fun, I have to say. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this wee look around the estate, and I'll see you out there again in the future for future hill walks and some wild camps. And I want to take this in and take the gear in with me as well. Great fun. Thank you to DYU for supplying it. And I'll see you soon.